Hey Men of Harvest, it's Nelson Vega Jr. here with you guys once again, and I just want to say that I am so excited for these new men's weekly devotionals that are going to be coming in from you. I truly believe that God is going to speak to each and every one of us through what He places inside of you. Now, this video is to give you a little bit of the guidelines and some of the things to keep in mind during your recording. Now, the first thing that you want to keep in mind when you're doing these video devotionals is to make sure that the majority of the light that you're using is facing you, not behind you. What I mean by that is you don't want a big light or big beams of light behind you coming towards your camera. You want to make sure that the majority of the light that you're using is in front of you, able to give you the best shot in your camera. Now, of course, if you're not indoors, you can always use outdoor lighting if you're in your backyard on a nice summer day. But the point is, you want to make sure that you have enough lighting before you even start it. The thing you want to keep in mind during your video devotional is to not record from portrait mode, but to record from landscape mode. This will make sure that the entire screen is filled up and it gives you a better picture. One of the most important things that you can do before you even start recording your devotional is to make sure that you have a clean camera lens and that your camera is set to the highest resolution. This will ultimately make sure that the quality of your video is at its best and it's able to give you a good picture. One of the things that you want to keep in mind during your recording is to make sure to look directly at your camera lens and not at yourself. Notice the difference of me not looking into my camera lens and looking at myself versus when I'm actually looking into my lens. So one of the things that you can do to help yourself is to put a sticky note or something to block your face so that you can just focus solely on the camera. You want to make sure that during your recording you speak loudly and clearly. During your introduction, you want to introduce yourself with your first and last name in any position that you might hold in the ministry. For example, if you're part of the men's board, if you're a pastor, or if you're a deacon, and you want to include that in the beginning of your video, we highly encourage you to do so. Now let's get into a little bit what's actually part of your devotional. You want to make sure that you have at least one verse to tie it all together with, and to make sure that you end your devotional with prayer. One of the last things to remember about your devotional video is that you want it to be 5 minutes long. If you decide to go a little bit over, that's fine, but we're asking that nobody goes over 6 minutes. Once you finish recording your video devotional, if it's too large to send to us directly, make sure to upload it to the Google Drive and share the link. Now, if you don't have Google Drive, contact Pastor Gary or myself for help. We are so excited to hear God speak to us through you in your devotionals. And of course, if you have any questions or need help in any way, shape, or form, please contact Pastor Gary or myself. God bless.